This seat's not for guys like you. Dylan Cross's voice cut through the low morning chatter, sharp as a snapped pencil. He was sprawled sideways across Marcus James's desk, one leg hanging over the chair, the other heel drumming against the wood like he was marking territory. A couple of classmates snorted. Someone slid a phone out, recording. Marcus froze in the doorway, hoodie half-zipped, hands deep in his pockets. His gaze shifted from Dylan's smirk to the homework crumpled beneath his sneaker. You planning to stand there all day, or finally drop out? Dylan's tone carried the easy cruelty of someone who'd been perfecting it for years. Marcus stepped forward, setting his backpack down with deliberate care. The atmosphere shifted. Jace in the back straightened in his seat. Miss Rivera stopped mid-scribble in her grade book. Marcus reached for the chair Dylan was blocking, his face calm and unreadable. Something in his eyes made Dylan's grin twitch. You deaf, or just too slow to get it? Dylan leaned in. This is my spot now. Go find another. What Marcus said next would make the entire room forget to breathe. He didn't rush, adjusted his backpack strap, let the silence draw out until it pressed on everyone's ears. Then, in a tone almost conversational, he asked, "You sure you want to sit there?" Dylan laughed loud enough for the hallway to hear. "What's the big deal? Think you own this chair?" He kicked the desk lightly. His sneakers squeaked against the metal frame. The sound grated. "Dylan," Miss Rivera finally said, looking up, "move to your assigned desk." He didn't move. "I'm fine here. Besides, everyone babies this guy like he's something special. He's not. He's just another transfer who doesn't know his place." The words cut deeper than casual teasing. A few kids looked away. Others leaned forward, waiting for Marcus to explode. He didn't. Instead, he leaned on the desk, voice quiet. "You might want to think twice before planting your flag here." Dylan's grin widened. "Or what? You gonna call your mommy?" The class chuckled, but Jace's pencil stopped mid-scratch. Marcus's jaw tightened. The warning bell rang. No one moved. Then the classroom door swung open. Principal Harris stepped inside, his polished shoes echoing against tile. His eyes swept the scene. Dylan draped over Marcus's desk, Marcus standing just close enough to shove him off. "Everything all right here?" His voice was calm but edged with authority. Dylan straightened a little, but kept his smirk. "Yeah, just showing the new guy where the real seats are." Harris looked at Marcus. "That right?" Marcus's reply was measured. "Depends on whether you see this as a desk or a mistake." The principal's brow lifted. He stepped forward, stopping directly in front of Dylan. "Do you know whose seat you're in?" Dylan shrugged. "Some transfer kids. Who cares?" Harris's voice dropped, almost like delivering a sentence. "You should care because you're sitting at the desk of Martin James's son." The name rippled through the room like static. Even Dylan's smirk faltered. Marcus didn't move, but his eyes said Dylan had stepped into territory he didn't understand. A murmur spread. A few kids leaned back as if creating distance could keep them safe. Miss Rivera's pen hovered in the air. Dylan tried to recover. "So? That's supposed to mean something?" But his voice had lost its bite. Harris didn't answer immediately. He looked at the class. "Back to work. This is no longer your business." Chairs scraped, papers shuffled, but no one really tuned out. Turning back to Dylan, Harris spoke evenly. "It means you've been mouthing off to someone whose family carries more weight in this city than you can imagine." Marcus finally leaned closer, voice low enough for Dylan alone. "You wanted this seat so bad? Keep it. But understand, nothing here is free." Dylan swallowed hard. Harris stepped aside, nodding toward the hallway. "We'll continue this in my office, Mr. Cross." The class watched Dylan get up, but this time there was no swagger. When the door closed, Marcus sat down at his desk for the first time that morning. Whispers flickered through the room. Jace brushed past on his way to the pencil sharpener, murmuring, "Guess he won't be touching your desk again." Marcus didn't reply. He just pulled a black pen from his bag and started writing. Outside, muffled voices rose and fell in the principal's office. Dylan's edged with panic. By lunch, the story had spread, not just the confrontation, But the name Martin James. Hallways opened for Marcus without a word. Dylan didn't show his face in the cafeteria. Marcus didn't smile. Power wasn't about rubbing it in, it was about presence. In a place where respect was usually taken by force, his came without raising his voice. Some seats are just furniture. Others are boundaries. And sometimes, the person you underestimate decides whether you stay sitting or stand for the rest of your life. Some victories aren't about who speaks last, but who walks away owning the ground. Marcus didn't just reclaim his desk, he turned it into a place no one dared touch again. In every room, there's a line you don't cross. And when you do, nothing is ever the same.